I have tried to warn y'all, I have tried to tell y'all for a while on this channel now. I have played EA games my entire life. I know how this company works. Like I always say, take everything that they say with a grain of salt because it's going to sound good. EA is great at marketing. They figured out marketing a long time ago. And with this game, what should have been a very positive launch, because this game at launch with no title update is much better than last year's game. What should have been a positive launch has been a complete train wreck. And it's all their fault. But what up, y'all? It's your boy Nick, and it's finally that time of the year again where we get to play College Football 27, at least for me, because I think some of y'all, granted, spend your money how you want to spend your money. I think some of y'all are crazy for giving EA $150 just to play this game early. I just got this on Thursday. So I'm recording this video on Saturday, so I've been playing this game for the last few days. I got a few games in even before I recorded this video, but it is a lot to like about this game, but there's also a lot to hate about this game because this game still has some of the same problems that EA football games have had for over a decade now. But I want to be clear that this is not my official or complete review. I want to at least give them the chance to put out the title update so I can see how that impacts the game. This video is really just so I can try to share some of my general thoughts, because really I just want to check the temperature, because I want to know if I'm crazy or not. Am I tripping with some of the things that I feel and some of the things that I've experienced? But there are some things that I actually do like about this game. So I want to start off positive and talk about some of the things that I like about this game. Like, I love some of the new additions to Dynasty. Ever since this series came back, I've always wondered how they'd implement NIL into this game. And while it's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, I do love the fact that it's at least making recruiting harder. As a Dynasty player that loves playing with smaller schools, I love that added difficulty of having to balance a budget, like having to balance a budget between your facilities, your staff, your recruiting NIL, your roster NIL. I feel like these are all steps in the right direction. For this being the first year that they implement this, with this being the absolute base, it should hopefully get better here on out. This is a step in the right direction. For the first Dynasty that I'm doing, I'm currently the head coach at Texas State, and I love the fact that I can no longer snag those random 4- and 5-star recruits that nobody else is going after. Like on this game, since I have to actually balance a budget, I can no longer get that 5-star recruit that has like a 300 NIL just because nobody else is going for them. I can't afford them on my roster. With Texas State, I don't got that much money, so I'm getting 3-star recruits left and right. And one tip that I have for people, this is before the title update. I don't know how recruiting will change once that happens, but at least as of right now, don't even bother with high school recruits if you're a smaller program, because all you're going to be able to get for the most part is 1- and 2-star recruits. They are terrible. For me, I've had 2 off seasons at Texas State. For the most part, my entire roster has been built from the transfer portal. From the transfer portal, for my 2 off seasons that I've had so far, I've had 35 recruits filled out my complete recruiting board 2 off seasons in a row. Because all you got to do is go to the 3-star recruits, simulate 1 week of the transfer portal, just snag every 3-star recruit that has 0 NIL. Sometimes nobody else tries to get them. It's so many players that are just left with 0 NIL. And now granted, they aren't great most of the time, but they're better than those 1- and 2-star high school recruits. I've had this game for a few days now, and I've only played Dynasty, so I can't talk about Road to Glory at all. Haven't touched that mode yet. But when it comes to the gameplay, running on here feels so good. When your players actually block, I'm gonna rant about blocking in a second, but when they actually block, feels amazing. I've seen some people say this online, and I kind of agree, but I don't want them to change it because I feel like they're gonna make it much worse. But in some cases, running does seem overpowered in this game. Like, it could be 3rd and 9, and I'll run the ball right up the middle for no problem. First down. I'm not embarrassed to say, but I'm not using that cash meter at all. I played one play now game, trying out the cash meter, turned that off immediately. The graphics and presentation could be pretty hit or miss at times. Like, I love the new dynamic weather. I haven't had a snow game yet, so I can't talk about that, but I think that I love the dynamic weather. Like, it kind of caught me off guard. I was like, oh, it's not raining anymore. I had forgot that quickly that dynamic weather is in the game. But one thing that I keep having an issue with is, like, the camera would cut to the crowd trying to get a reaction, and I'm seeing the crowd's model like pop in, like animate in, like this goes like from their legs to their torso, and then they're fully up. I would imagine that's going to get patched out at some point. Like when it comes to the Heisman ceremony, even though the player models on this game, for whatever reason, they can't figure that out. The player models on this game still look very weird to me, but the overall trophy presentation, again, it's the small details. I love that that is actually there. That's just something that it should be there. And I'm glad that it is. I just looked through all my footage from my Xbox and I can't believe that I forgot to hit record on this, but I was in the national playoffs again. I'm playing as Texas State and I had just beat Oklahoma. We were like the 8th seed. Oklahoma was the number 1 seed. Huge upset. I'm running the clock out. I'm under the center and I can hear the crowd in the background doing the na 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 na, hey hey hey, goodbye. Thought that was pretty cool. So with all those stuff that I do like outside of Dynasty, which Dynasty for the most part did get kind of overhauled with the whole budget and NIL and all that, all the other small stuff here and there that I like, I'm happy that it's there. Again, step in the right direction, but none of that stuff is $70 worth. Like my coach, me being excited that my coach can wear Jordans on the sideline is not like, well, I gotta get the new college football game. It's a lot of weird and annoying bugs in this game. Like I'm glad they added the new quarterback sneak meter, because in the past quarterback sneak was kind of a cheat code. I would say you got the conversion maybe 9 times out of 10. On this game, it's at least another element to make it challenging, but maybe I'm doing something wrong, but I don't feel like it works properly, because even when I get a green, a lot of times my quarterback gets stuffed and I just get stuck behind my center or my guard. Like one time I was playing a game, I think this was on the day that I first got it, launch day. I did the quarterback sneak. I think I got footage of it. I got quarterback sneak. I got a green, and my quarterback gets the ball, and then he just stands up. He doesn't even move. He just gets the ball and then stands there, and then I lose yards. I love Dynasty, and I love building my program, so I tried to take everything seriously, and I had one annoying bug that pissed me off. So my first offseason as Texas State head coach, I was trying to fill out my staff. I got to the screen where it said my offensive coordinator, my defensive coordinator. I couldn't hire a coach. I would try to click view candidates. Every time I hit view candidates, nothing would pop out. I closed out a Dynasty, reloaded it, same thing. I closed out the entire game, went back, still couldn't select a coach. So I was like, oh, well, maybe it's because I just got here. Maybe I need to simulate a week, and then next week I'll be able to select a coach. But nope. Once I simulated that week, the first thing I got was a notification saying that the computer auto-signed a coordinator for me. Very annoying. In my first season of head coach, I had a weird glitch with my schedule. I played Colorado State twice. Not in the bowl game, in the regular season. I think weeks 7 and 8 back-to-back. Played them twice. The EA this year, they really been promoting these AD goals that you need to accomplish with your head coach so you can get more money towards your NIL. It's cool. It's a nice little feature, I guess, when it works. Like I had a goal for Texas State. It said, in the next 5 seasons, I want you to at least make it into the top 25. Coming into that next season, I was the 16th seed. I simulated 1 week, automatically accomplished that goal. But like I was saying earlier, the presentation in this game can be kind of hit or miss. Like some aspects are really good and others not so much. Like Joel Klatt. Welcome to the game, I guess. Like I'm a fan of Joel. I like when he's on TV in real life, but here for his recordings, he sounds flat as hell. Like I don't know if this is maybe just his first time recording and doing something like this, but hopefully he improves down the road. I also have an issue with him and with Holly Rowe. Maybe it's just me, maybe it's my sound system, maybe it's my TV, I don't know. But it was like the first time that Joel called one of my games, I didn't even realize he was calling the game because I could barely hear him. It's like for Joel and Holly at some points, their audio seems really low. I didn't realize this man was calling my game until the second quarter. I completely forgot he was in this game. But I don't know if that's something that they'll just patch later. Again, maybe I'm tripping, but sometimes the commentators, they're too low compared to everything else. I keep seeing people online saying that this is the best gameplay ever. And it's like, sure, I guess, but that's because the bar is in hell. The gameplay on here is fun, but the key thing with this is when it works. When it works, it's really fun, but oftentimes the game just forces you to do stupid stuff so the computer can keep up. Like on this game, when my receiver is running a drag route or an in route, he'll have nothing but green in front of him. For some reason, my quarterback, regardless of rating, refuses, oftentimes, not all the time, but a lot of times, refuses to throw the ball in front of him so he can catch the ball and keep running. Oftentimes, it'll be nothing but green in front of him. My quarterback will throw it, and he always throws it behind him, so that way the computer can either break it up or the computer can tackle him. The same thing can be said for the deep pass. When the deep pass actually works, it feels good, but oftentimes in this game, when I'm throwing a deep pass, the ball comes up short for some reason. And I'm good at passing. I know how the internet is. They're going to say, oh, you just suck. It's a skill issue. The game sometimes just seems broken. I'll have somebody like Jeremiah Smith on a go route, have his man beat. I got Julian Sand, who I think Julian Sand, I think that's his name, Sand, the quarterback. I think he probably got like a 91 overall in this game. Jeremiah Smith wide open. I'll throw the ball. I throw the ball short as hell, and now Jeremiah Smith is forced to have to stop, come back, and have a jump ball with the defensive back. With the way that EA makes their football games, it is so animation based that sometimes it comes off as cheating, and that's why I keep saying when it works properly, when the game works fairly, it's a fun game. But it's so many aspects of this game where it just straight up doesn't work. This game, for example, is much harder than the previous few entries, which I'm not mad at. I know get better. I actually like that it's more challenging this year, but it's certain times where it's just a reminder that overalls in this game does not matter. Like I'm a head coach at Texas State. When I started my dynasty, I was an offensive coordinator at Ohio State. Ohio State, the first game of the season is Ball State. I think Ohio State's overall is probably like an 89, 90. Ball State was probably like mid 60s, low 70s or something like that. When I tell you that I was out there, it felt like I was playing the 2000s Baltimore Ravens. This man, Jeremiah Smith, was getting locked down. My offensive linemen that are like mid to high 80s, low 90s was getting ran through. I was getting sacked repeatedly. But speaking about the offensive line, blocking f***ing sucks. Once again, I can make an hour-long compilation of bad blocking in this game. It's so many plays where my players straight up have no idea what's going on. Like I can't even run certain run plays where like my guard or my tackle, whoever, where one of my players is pulling to the other side of the line because they usually get stuck on a teammate. Blockers straight up ignoring pass rushers, players taking one step forward and then running backwards for some reason, receivers not blocking downfield, the wear and tear system. I love the concept of it. I love the addition overall to the game, but god damn. Bro, my players get hurt like every other play. Like the very first play of the season, my receiver caught a slant and got hit. This man's entire body was yellow. And I just feel like on this game, whether it's the user or the computer, every 5 or so plays, somebody's getting injured. My injury slider, I think, is on like 15 or 10 right now. And people still just get hurt every other play. And it still does that annoying thing when it's towards the end of the game, you're trying to run the clock out, and then even more players start getting hurt. In the year 2026, EA still can't program players to act naturally whenever a fumble takes place. The ball still goes all over the place. Players are still jumping all over each other trying to recover the fumble. They still have the animation in this game where my player is wide open and he jumps for no reason, and then we get that animation that makes it a pass breakup. And then my punter, again, I'm playing as Texas State, not the greatest punter in the world. His kicking power is maybe like an 84, 85. This man kicks the ball 70, 80 yards every play. Allegedly, EA says they're going to fix recruiting in the title update that's coming by the time this video drops this week. They say it's going to be fixed in the title update, but now that I have the game, I can confirm there are a lot of players that don't get recruited. It's a lot of schools that straight up don't recruit people. Like it was maybe 10 schools. I feel like when it was like the final national signing day, it was maybe like 10 schools that they only signed 3 players. Like with NIL, it's a bunch of 5 and 4-star recruits that don't get recruited. And like if a 5-star recruit has like a 250 asking price, if it's like week 10 and nobody signed them yet, I should be able to come in with at least a lower offer. Like, yo, nobody's giving you 250, but I'll at least give you 2. I'll give you 200. They should be open to that. It shouldn't be if they want 250, you offer them 245, they just automatically remove you off the board. Like that, I should be able to get recruits for cheaper if nobody else wants them. In real life, you're not going to just say, well, I'm not going to play this upcoming season because nobody's giving me my price. If I want 500K, but the highest one I'm getting is 300K, they're going to take that deal. And maybe this is me nitpicking, but one small thing they changed in the recruiting board that I really hate is when your players commit. On the old game, you would have a logo, a giant logo beside your players, so you can quickly see this player committed to my team. This year, they got rid of that. Like I'd be confused, and I'm blind. I got terrible vision. But I'd be looking at my recruiting board, and I'm like, wait, damn, who committed already? And then I see this small little, I don't remember, it's like a green little box. It's like committed. Bring the logo back. But before I wrap this video up real quick, I just want to talk about the whole microtransaction situation. So it's been reported, like as I'm recording this video, I haven't checked today, I completely forgot, but as of today, Saturday, allegedly they said this morning they were going to remove the microtransactions from Road to Glory and the dynasty mode. That sounds good, but does that mean we're going to get some of the old settings back? Like they said in the title update, they're going to give us the fast setting for head coach experience points. Does this mean we're going to get the fastest back? I doubt it, but I just want y'all to realize this isn't over at all. I mean, shout out to the big time creators like the Bordeaux. I've been critical of him in the past, but he stayed 10 toes down. Some of the other guys who maybe they just followed his suit because they're working with EA. A lot of times they'll say whatever just so they can keep getting that check. But as a community, everybody came together and was like, hell no. Microtransactions in a single player mode, absolutely not. But I don't think this is over, not by any stretch. The only reason they took this stuff out is because people made such a big deal out of it. But maybe they do updates in this game, but especially next year, I'm pretty sure they're going to find a way to try to implement it in some way, shape, or form. I would not be surprised if they do something with recruiting. If they did something as egregious as if you're playing as a small school like UL Monroe, if you wanted to pay real life money to increase your NIL budget, would not be surprised at that. If you want to do something with recruiting pipelines, you want to add a pipeline, you want to raise your pipeline, and you don't have the program builder perk or whatever, they're probably going to allow you to buy that. Oh, you want to get this new equipment, you want to get this uniform pack like they did back in the day. They are going to put microtransactions back into this game. How they do it, we just got to wait and see. I was not planning on this video to be that long. I think I completely missed the Norway World Cup match, but content comes first, I guess. But thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you're new here. We talk about a bunch of different things on this channel. What are your thoughts on this game? Are you having fun with it? Do you like it? Are there certain things that frustrates you? For me, blocking is still, try not to curse, still completely annoying. The weird bugs that I'm having, like I had Colorado State back-to-back weeks in the middle of the regular season, can't hire coaches. What's some weird things that's happened to you? And just tell me about your overall experience in the comment section below. Love you guys. As always, remember to tell somebody that you love them. Until next time, see you in the next life.